Hey everybody. Alright, so it's time for another Potager update. I'm just really going to make an effort to just hit the high points today. And it feels wonderful outside. It's probably in the low 60s this morning, which is amazing. Okay, so let me turn this camera around and fingers crossed, this is a really short and precise Potager update. So first of all, look at Graham Thomas up there. How pretty is that? So I do need to tie down those canes, but I just love that those little roses are peeking out over the pergola. Look at that. And there's another spray of beautiful Graham Thomas, if I can get to it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So this whole little stem might get cut off and put in a vase for the house. Look how pretty that is. Okay, now let's get to the important stuff. All right, so in here, I want to show you, I have figured out what this tomato is. That is a Dr. Wyches yellow. That is not a Cherokee purple because that tomato is yellow. There we go. We got a Dr. Wyches yellow. And I have another tomato here, which hopefully this one makes it to maturity. So that'd be awesome sauce. And I do have flowers, so we'll see if we get more. Oh, look. Yay. Look, okay, more tomatoes. Here we go. This is exciting. So apparently fall tomatoes are going to be more successful for me than the summer tomatoes, at least over here. So that's amazing. And the radishes, these early Scarlet Globe, look, I've already got some little bulbets on there. So these radishes really are fast. That's only been about maybe 3 weeks, so that's awesome. Oh, there's a bee. Good morning. I thought I was gonna get out here before the bees, but they're out early as well. It's about 8:15 in the morning. Kohlrabi there is doing great. Of course, the salvia and the zinnias. Habaneros, still pumping them out. And my eggplant, I did have a flush of flowers a couple weeks ago. There it is. See, we have new eggplant. So hopefully I get another batch of eggplant before it gets too cold. The jalapenos, not been real impressed with these this year, but next year I'll plant them in a different location where they get a little bit more sun and they're not kind of crowded out with all this other nonsense going on. Of course, my lemon balm and my herbs and my basils, those are all doing great. I do need to harvest this today, so that mockingbird's being really loud. Anyway, I really want to get this roselle harvested today. It is past time, and branches keep breaking. Like, they just break. They just break. That's fine. Okra. These cute little okra. It's still pumping out little okras. It's adorable. I did pick some the other day. I'll pick these today because I am going to freeze them. I have a few that I picked the other day that are in the refrigerator. So those will all be chopped and frozen and saved for later. California Wonder Pepper. Look at that. Super excited. I don't think this is the one I saw last week or week before as pepper number 2 because that's pretty big. But it could have been. Here's another one. So it looks like California Wonder is going to be more of a fall bloomer for me, and that's cool. And then we have Carnival Blend here. So if I can keep the pests off these, I had a really pretty yellow one and then one that was going to turn red, but the stink bugs and the leaf-footed bugs had just ruined it. So hopefully these don't get ruined. Like I said last time, the pest pressure has gone down quite a bit. Then we have Lecia Peppers. This one's about to turn. And this one here has a funny face on it. Been real pleased with those Lecia Peppers. Cubanelle Peppers. These are doing great. Looks like I have some more to harvest today. I made some pickled banana peppers last weekend and they turned out amazing. They are crunchy and delicious, and they're just like fridge pickles. Like, I didn't do a water bath canning or whatever. I didn't do any of that because I don't know how to do that. I'm a little bit scared of that. Eventually I'll get there. But anyway, the brine that I made, I found on another YouTuber's channel, but it was so delicious. And I did use some Cubanelle peppers. I made a smaller batch with the Cubanelles, and they were also equally delicious. So I'm gonna say, if you like pickled banana peppers, you can do the same thing with these Cubanelle peppers, and they taste pretty much identical. So there you go. I am getting some more rattlesnake pole beans, but just very few. Like, I get onesies and twosies, and I planted, I don't know, 10 or 12 seeds, and I'm just not getting, because these are so good, they're so tasty. These are one of my favorite beans, but I'm just not getting the amount of beans to like make a side dish for more than half of a person. So can I tell you that asparagus, for one, is doing great. Really doing great. Got some new spears. These marigolds, I made some tea, and I want to give a big shout out to Kiki Soto at Urban Girl Gardening, because I had forgotten that these are medicinal and that you can make a tea with them. These are the Dwarf French marigolds, and it made the most delicious tea. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful tea, as well as being delicious. I made some with the roselle. I did use some roselle and some of the lemon balm and the holy basil, but then I made some with just the petals, just the flower petals, and it was so good. So treat yourself and make some marigold tea. Garlic chives, I did put little baggies to save these seeds there. So yeah, the flower heads did go to seed. I'm gonna save those. Also here, this is something that the birds brought me. It is, I didn't plant this, it was dropped by the birds. And I did see it growing here, and I'm like, well, let me just leave it and see what it turns into. And I'm so glad I did. Look at these pretty yellow flowers. Look at that. That's beautiful. So of course I'm gonna save seed. I'm gonna put some baggies over some of the spent blooms, and I'll probably put a baggie over this one too. Anyway, this is a type of tick seed. It's like a beggar's tick, or it has a really weird name. I'll put it up on the screen. But yeah, very cool, and it's big. I mean, it's big. It is beautiful. So yeah, thank you, Mr. Birds. Love it. Right here, all this blank space, that white tag says Bloomsdale Spinach, and I planted the seeds almost 2 weeks ago, and I got nothing. I got nothing. That amaranth is doing great, but you can see that green right there, that's a weed. So I don't know what to do about the spinach. I've never had luck growing spinach, so I think there's still some more seeds in the packet, so we'll try that again. And look at these zinnias. My little lily put mixed colors. So pretty. I'm so glad I still have zinnias. It's like almost the middle of October. It's fantastic. And this fig is still doing wonderful. All these little baby figs are getting so much bigger. Love it. This basil I am going to take out. I'm not going to do anything with it this year. I'm not even going to save seed, I don't think. I think I'm just going to take it out. So that'll be coming out. Earlier this year, I had some red giant mustard. See, there's a couple of leaves left over in the bed, and they were very delicious. And so I planted some more. There's some little seeds here so that I can get a fall crop of this red giant mustard. Little seeds there. So hopefully those get big enough to eat before it gets too cold. And I just sprinkled them all throughout here. I didn't put them in rows or anything. I just kind of sprinkled them in the sweet alyssum there. Jewels of Opar has really gone to seed. Look at all those. Yeah. Oh, black seeded Simpson. Look at that. I forgot I had planted some black seeded Simpson. And I don't see any babies, because I'm pretty sure those are all Jewels of Opar. And I was excited to see on a video from North Lawn Flower Farm. She had Jewels of Opar. And I'm telling you, before this year, I had never heard of it. I didn't think anybody else was growing it. apparently people are, so that's cool. Cardinal basil, these flower heads are still amazing. Still really beautiful. Look at the little white in there with the dark plum purple. Very pretty. Very pretty. And then my improved Meyer lemon. We're almost yellow. We are so close to being lemons, and it's fun. Also, I have got a beetle. See if I can find one. There are these beetles that just bury their faces into the lemon blossoms. And I don't know if they're like those Japanese beetles. There's a stink bug. But I have these beetles and they just have their faces buried in the flowers. And when I try to move them, they just start like buzzing around. They look like June bugs. Well, I can't find one now. Of course I can't. Well, I'll put a picture up. But these beetles would just bury their noses in the flowers and just stay there like they're eating it or drinking nectar. I don't know, but they're weird. Very weird. These blossoms smell really good. Look at all that roselle. See, it's totally time to harvest. So we're gonna get, it's so pretty. Look how pretty they are. They're almost like little Christmas ornaments. Yeah. And then my lime tree, it's getting swallowed up by this branch here. But it looks like we're gonna get some more baby limes. That's fun. Now I haven't seen any more of the poop babies. Haven't seen like the larger caterpillars, because the caterpillar will get quite large, but they are, I guess, camouflage, because I don't see anything that looks like bird poop. There's my other fig here. Just got the one big one on there. Here's more Bloomsdale spinach. Nothing. But I did get a Brussels sprout. I think I planted these, what, 6 weeks ago, month ago? There's a Brussels sprout, so that's cool. This squash, this Patterson Panache, has not grown in 2 weeks. It just looks exactly the same, so I think I'm gonna pick that. The Borlata bush beans doing good. I have eaten several beans. I pulled a bean off of this one yesterday, and I got red ants in my mouth because there's red ants all over it. That was a very strange and weird experience, and I do not recommend getting red ants in your mouth, okay? Don't do that. I don't know why they're all over this plant, but they are. And I did plant a lot of bean plants with this, you know, kind of second sowing, because I wanted a lot of beans, but I'm just not getting a lot of beans. I'm thinking I need to plant like a whole section of the garden, like a big 6-foot swath, to get enough beans to pick for a meal. So that's something I learned for next year. This kale's getting big. It's doing nice. This is the dwarf curled kale here. These beans, these garden beans, they never really produced as well as the first batch earlier this summer. Well, there's one. So I'll try them again next year. I'm gonna call that a fail right there. My cilantro, though, is doing pretty good. Yeah, very pleased with this cilantro. And I tell you, this cosmic orange cosmos has gone banana pants, and it is so beautiful. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and save some of these seeds, because all this, it reseeded itself. That's so pretty. I only planted a few seeds in the spring. All of that's new stuff, and it just looks really pretty. So yeah, this Brussels sprout's doing great. That's from the bottom of the bag. These colorful beets are doing pretty good, or at least this one is. I don't think it's making a bulb though. See, look at that. I got all those greens, but I don't see a bulb. Do not see a bulb. No bulb. Anyway, we might just be eating the greens. That's fine. That spider is gone again. I don't know where she goes, but she just disappears. So I'm pretty sure she's still in there. So I'm not going in there. We're gonna wait till we have like a really deep freeze, like a heavy frost, before I go in there and pull all that out. I need to make sure she's gone before I rip out those vines. Oh, and I do need to save seed here from, this is that Albumosa segifolus. So many seed pods here. Lots of seed pods. So I need to be, I've got 2 baggies, but I need to get some more baggies out here because actually quite a bit of seed pods and I don't want to lose them. That Medina did not make this bok choy grow. Just didn't do it. So I think I am going to sow some more seed, like over there, like in the sun, more sun. Because this, no, it's been almost 2 months now, so that's obviously not working. All these little green things, those are arugula. So we're gonna get some arugula. These beets never did anything. Detroit dark red beets, look, they just stunted. It's been a couple of months and they're just stunted, so that's a fail. This Bib Butterhead lettuce, I am very pleased with that. This is doing very nicely. It's cute little lettuce rosette. Very cute little lettuce rosette right there. That's my kohlrabi right there. Doing fine. While I'm on this side of the fence, all of this moonflower, I'll walk in here in a minute. Look at all these seed pods. I mean, there are probably hundreds and hundreds of seed pods. So I need to be collecting more seed. I've collected a few, but we have so much, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So need to come out here and do that. Some of the gourds have fallen off, so I think they're ready. They are ready to harvest because, well, because they harvested themselves. So that's what happened there. Oh my goodness, birdhouse gourds have put on more flowers. And the butterfly pea, I'm gonna have so many seed pods. I've harvested a few seed pods, but I've got hundreds and hundreds of seed pods in here as well. Just so many seed pods, so real excited about that. I probably won't have to buy these ever again because I have so many. The gourds in here are doing so cute. So cute, they're getting big. They are getting big, I love that. So cute. On the outside, oh, I love Graham Thomas. Look how pretty that is. That lantana, so high. And over here too, like so many seed pods. All of this is moonflower seed pods everywhere. It's pretty cool. Because I only planted like maybe, I don't know, six or seven seeds. And now I have like seeds for the rest of my life. Looks like I have some webworm problems here. Oh, those are webworms, gross. Rattlesnake pole beans. That, pretty tall. Some little beans on there. So that's cool. Little marvel pea, it's getting tall. Pretty soon it'll start climbing up the fence here. So that's pretty cool. That's a little marvel. It's gonna be like an English pea, like a sweet pea. Not a sweet pea, scratch that. It's just one of those peas like you eat a can of peas. One of those peas. So I will pick that watermelon and get the vines out of here. The grapes are doing good. And pick this watermelon as well, and that's my last 2 watermelons. No more babies, no more. I think the vines, it's safe to go ahead and pull it out now. Marigolds, my tick seed. Look how pretty that looks from back here. Look at that. That's super cute. And then these are the tomatoes that were in cups. So I did plant them in the ground and they hated me for it. Didn't like it at all. So the foliage is starting to rot a little bit. This tomato that had already started, it's rotting. Now this one's doing okay. This one, the tomato still looks good. That one might make it to maturity. I did have some yellow pear tomatoes from the cuttings. They did go ahead and turn yellow, but the foliage and the stems just rotted, so nice Shadow. Who's a good boy? Have Burpina early peas still doing great down here, and hopefully they'll start climbing soon. And then have Kooka melons that have fallen. There's some Kooka melons, which they're still good, they're still edible, but I need to get in here and harvest. Ew, See the leaf-footed bugs? They're hiding in here. Yeah. Need to take care of those. But there's some really big Kooka Melons in here. Look at that. Yeah. And look at my butternut squash. It's getting bigger. And I have ants all over. I don't know what they're doing. And those are red ants. They bite. Anyway. Cuteness. That's adorbs. Look at these baby gourds. So the big one fell down there. And then these are, yeah, they're done. They're getting a little, they're not mushy or anything. They're still hard. It's just they're done. They need to be picked and put in the house to dry. All right, let's go inside and do a turn around the circle bed real quick. So last week you saw me spread mealybug to all of my plants because I touched a mealybug and then I touched everything else like a ding dong. Anyway, it's still alive though. This is the Ember's Wish, and my blue salvia, and it did reseed, or at least popped up maybe from underground, because this little part is gonna flower now too. So I think I'm gonna dig this up and put it, put it in a different part of the circle bed because that's so pretty. And then we have another one. Love it. And the mums have bloomed again. I think this one's called Bridal White, I think. St. Patrick. This is Wendy's Wish salvia. My yellow rose is gonna bloom again. Golden Edge Duranta. I think I may cut this back. Look how tall it is. So I may cut it back just a little bit. My other mum, love the pop of white. That white really does pop out. Very pretty. This rose, need to deadhead that. These still hate me, whatever. Oh, yeah. Peppermint's gonna go to flower. No, that doesn't help things. No, you're still in trouble. Yeah, look at that. My zombie artichoke came back with vigor. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, this rose looked so pretty the other day. It couldn't have held on for the tour. Oh, it was glorious. And then my little shrub in the pot here. This had flowered the other day, and I don't remember if I showed you a flower the last tour. But it is a little stressed because it got dry, because it is in a terracotta pot, and we hadn't had rain for a little bit, so it is a little yellow and stressed, but it'll be fine. Everything else, Cuban buttercup there, that's doing great. It's getting a little hard to see. The foliage is kind of mixing in with the Duranta. This Duranta is doing fine. I will take some more cutting so I can spread it around. I think I just want to spread that Duranta kind of in an even spacing all the way around the circle bed, because I do like that chartreuse color. This autumn fire sedum, I don't think is gonna make it. It's just declining, and what I may do is dig it up while it's still alive and put it in a little tiny pot and just kind of put it on the back porch and baby it for a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't like it here. Oh, my little pink rose is gonna bloom, and I think I still have that botrytis, because look, the bloom is brown. Dang it all. Oh well. I mean, the plant itself looks good. The foliage looks healthy. I need to trim that off, but I didn't treat the blooms with some copper fungicide, so I have to take care of that. Anyway, things are looking great. Looking great. I'm super pleased. Yeah, and honestly, we're kind of slowing down, but in a way we're kind of not. All right, guys, well, I guess I will get the rest of my Saturday going with some yard cleanup and maybe another cup of coffee. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.